Imagine a space called the Yellow Umbrella where words become art, where the windows are bright and there's a big farm table in the middle of the room, and the whole place celebrates words, where words become art. Our words become art. We become art, and we tell our stories, and we journal, and I host creative writing camps for kids and grown-up journaling sessions where we turn our words to art. There will be book clubs, but not your ordinary book clubs. There will be open mic nights where you get to read your poetry and your ramblings and whatever you feel needs to be said out loud so that it might dissolve in the community. And a place where we can be seen, a place where we're not alone in what we need to say. Imagine an area with journals and pens and markers and creativity, where our stories, our pain, our vulnerability, our joys, our celebrations are art. And I just picture the laughter and the tears and the healing and the celebration and the camaraderie around life. And it's called the Yellow Umbrella in inspiration of the late Amy Krouse Rosenthal, who's one of my favorite authors. And she had this most beautiful event called the Beckoning of Lovely. Just that phrase alone just gives me the chills. And she had people gather at 1010 on 1010 to make things. And she said, meet me under the bean in Chicago. I'll be the one holding the yellow umbrella. And that's how her followers would know that's who she was. And I just think that is so creative, and I want to do the same. They made an entrance, and they made people laugh, and they made out, and they made people smile, and they handed out flowers, and they made music, and they all sang. And then she did it again at 11:11 on 11:11. And she celebrates being unique and knowing who you are and then celebrating who you are. And one of my favorite books is The Encyclopedia of Me, and she just encourages you to just become fully, authentically you. And I picture this space. There's a space available, and it's got floor to ceiling windows and creaky wood floors, and I picture a bell on the door and just creative writing happening. As a former teacher, I left teaching to pursue the passion for words, and I started kids writing camps, and we got to spend hours and hours and hours being creative and using personification and metaphors and similes and that are just so juicy and describing things that are red that you would never think to say. Like her hair was so red it smelled, you could smell the strawberries. I just can't stop thinking about this becoming. I don't know anything like it. It's not a store, it's not a bookstore, it's a gathering place, and that celebrates words. I mean, when you think about the merchandise, like I create my own art. Art is a line around your thoughts, and we are art. And I picture, jewelry and stickers and wall art and driftwood burning art that I create, and watercolors with words. I picture it everywhere, celebrating the things that we need to hear, the quintessential sticky note that needs to go on your mirror. What does that need to say? What do you need to see every day? And she's not like the rest. I do it differently. And I think that's something so unique like this, with yellow umbrellas hanging from the ceiling. It just feels like a full body yes. And I don't think that I need to do it alone. I believe in this so much, and the believers of Jamie have to be out there that might help me make this happen. And it feels like giving back to even Virginia Beach, like the students and the humans that need this connection, to hear the words. In one of the journaling sessions that I do, I have them choose a word, or like maybe their word of the year, or just a word that's really prominent, right? Like maybe it's forgiveness, maybe it's connection, and personifying that in your life and writing a letter to it. Dear perfectionism, you're really stifling me. And then perfectionism writes back and is like, I'm so sorry. I don't mean to be doing this. The impact that has, that intel that you have on your own insight and that self-awareness changes everything. And that is what I want to foster and grow in this community. And I believe it could be something really, really special, especially with the divine push of the Yellow Umbrella through Amy Krouse Rosenthal. And I would just be thrilled and honored if you might help me make that happen. Thank you for the opportunity, and thank you for listening.